Hello, welcome back to Retro Ratz.
So today we're going to try and get this one running.
So for those who don't follow the Retro Ratz main sort of Facebook page, this little bugger locked me up for 4 weeks.
Had to pull out the RAC.
Yeah, our friend John tried to help us, but our plan was to get it up in the air and try and get some electrical current in the system. We just wasn't brave enough to get underneath as far as it needed to be.
And also they didn't have the trolley jack that the RAC had to lift it up a bit further for them to actually get underneath fully to put the jump pack or the jump leads onto the right section for it to earth it to give it that power. Because we couldn't get to the battery, because we couldn't get in, because we couldn't open up the bonnet.
She nearly got all that right. She's learning. Anyway, so Ray has a 2 amp draw after he switched off. So that's a problem. So in the meantime, to get the sod back on the road, because now he's unlocked, we've got an interesting device. Come and join us as we see and scratch our heads how to fit it. Right, so what you've got, this is a kill switch. So the idea is that's going to go onto the battery, that's going to come from the other side, and the idea is we have this magical key fob which doesn't include batteries, so we've had to buy separate batteries for it, and it needs a miniature screwdriver. So when we've locked the car, we then press this key fob that turns the battery off, which stops it from having a 2 amp draw. This only uses minimal, so as long as you don't leave the vehicle for more than about a fortnight, this should have enough current in it to switch the battery back on, and then you can start. Obviously it's going to affect things like the alarm or your internal clock, but it's better than having a dead car and being locked out of it for 4 weeks. So let's see how we get on. Hi Peggy, you figured this out.
I did, because you looked at the instructions and didn't know what they were.
Right, it took me a while.
So the piece that you normally put onto the battery,
Yeah.
the negative, goes on here.
Yeah, on the negative.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then this goes on the negative piece of actually on the battery itself.
Yeah.
So instead of that piece that goes on to the battery,
So we're breaking the circuit,
You're
but we're
breaking
breaking
that
the circuit on the negative.
and then this bit goes on to the positive.
Here we go. The two immediate problems are fitting it at an angle that you can get that on. So that's not going to work there. So I might have to remove a trim of plastic. And then the other problem you got is you need a very, very tiny electrical screwdriver to undo the key fobs. They don't come with the batteries, it does tell you that. So I've bought the batteries, which are these. CR 2016 batteries for the key fobs, but none of my set, even all of those, are small enough for the screw in the key fob. So Peggy's gone off to find the tip of a knife or something so we can undo the key fob, because my electrical spanners are at a different garage. It's always something. So while she's looking for that, I need to figure out a layout for this. Okay, I've done the wire, I've put him like that, and he still isn't easily going to reach. I might have to undo this, but even then that's going to be a mighty stretch. We'll have to see. Right, a few swear words later, the battery is back on. Now, don't know if the camera will focus. Down here is the earth point, where the earth goes to. It wouldn't reach. So I've had to undo the strap, which is still structural body, and put the earth on there, and across. Yeah, I know, you're crossing 2 points there. So I'm going to have to get some rubber in there. They are heavily insulated, but yeah, I still get a piece of rubber in there. And then I've had to stand him upright, like that. There's still a decent gap between the two, and the bonnet shuts with that. That's the only way I could physically get that to fit. So as far as I'm concerned, he's now live and on. So we just got to try and line up the key fobs now. Right, Peggy's going to try and understand translated in Chinese to English.
Yeah, because it says press the code alignment key once. What alignment key? Coding? I don't know. The indicator lights up to enter the code learning state, which there is a blinking light thing there that you will see. Press any key indicator of the remote control to blink successfully, and then press the code alignment key to exit the code alignment. Enter the code state after 10 seconds, did not receive the remote control signal automatically, and exit. What?
Let's give this a go.
Right, I don't know. Well, here we go. I don't know if it's... Well, that's not even lighting up. So that's not even helping. Neither of them are. And it's brand new batteries in them. Even press them together? Nope, nothing.
So, if you can see it there, it occasionally flashes off, but on doesn't do anything. That key fob doesn't do anything at all. The instructions tell you in gibberish, which make absolutely no sense, to do that and then to do some other sequence using another key. Now you can see a faint line there, but it's doing absolutely nothing on this. It goes on and on and on about another switch. There is no switch at all on this box. So I think we've absolutely wasted our time. A big thumbs down. So an absolutely no-no to the kill switch. Because, see here, press the code alignment key once. We assume this is the key alignment because it's the only key you got. The indicator lights up to enter the code learning state. Fair enough, but only off on one key fob works. Press any key indicator of the remote control to blink successfully. It doesn't blink. And then press the code alignment key to exit the code alignment. Enter the code state after 10 seconds. What code state? A big no-no. Brand spanking new batteries. And no. So I've removed it back from the car, and just to show you there are absolutely no buttons on it. So they are talking about the key fob or another device that they do not supply. Because all they provide is the two key fobs, which we put brand new batteries in, and they don't set. What a waste of time that was. So back to the trusty chimney. So that was rubbish, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
So I've dropped off with our mechanic friend. He's going to put a fresh MOT on it, some new shock absorbers because they need to do it, and he's going to have a look to see what the drawer is. The only difference this time is when we lock it, and I lock it once, you know, so it's not deadlocked, it's lock it once, then the key unlocks the vehicle, which is one of the initial trouble we had.
But We also got to be cautious because there's enough power at the moment in the battery that's also giving that assist. So it could be that when the battery's drained too much, it just hasn't got that that hasn't got any power to help with the assist, so it just doesn't get to that full bit, which doesn't unlock the door.
So is Ray the yellow Mini still going to fight me all the way? Who knows? So watch this space. Thanks for joining us.
Remember, people, to stay safe.
Stay retro, people. See you on the next one.